Hey guys, how you doing? It's been quite a while, but yeah, I'm back. So today I want to talk about something very specific. I want to talk about dreaming and the hypocrisy that is adulthood. You know how we always tell our children to go for their dreams, like don't forget to dream and don't let anything stand between you and your dream. Always put your best foot forward. Always go for what you like and don't let other people's opinions of you stop you from dreaming and from achieving your dreams. Yep, that's the gospel we preach to children. But in reality is that, when people become adults, they stop dreaming. I don't understand. I have no idea why that happens, but I see it so often that so many people have just become part of the furniture in their own lives. Like they're just there and not moving, just sitting in one place. They were these particular people growing up. They had so many aspirations. They have had so many things that they were looking forward to, and all of a sudden everything just comes to a complete halt. And the excuses that adults give half the time: one, I have a family; two, I have a job; three, so many people depend on me. I don't have time to be worried about myself. Well, wrong. I say wrong. You owe it to yourself to worry about yourself. You owe it to yourself, one, to take care of yourself. You owe it to yourself to dream and achieve those dreams, because how on earth do you expect that you'll be able to teach children about dreaming when they don't see you doing it? They don't see you achieve what you've always set out to do. All they have seen is that the minute they came to your life, the minute you had a husband, the minute you had a wife, you stopped wanting anything for yourself. And there is nothing selfish about wanting things for yourself. You know that people in your life thrive when you thrive. Do you get that? I gather that most adults don't quite get it. Most adults think it's a noble thing to give up on yourself. It's a noble thing to give up on your dreams. It's a noble thing to just live for other people except yourself. Well, I don't see any nobility in that. I see betrayal of self. And once you are able to betray your own self, trust me, you will be able to betray others in your life. Trust me, you are going to be that parent that at some point expects their children to live for you. How many times have we seen this in parents? Parents, who have their lives and they're trying to live vicariously through their children because they stopped living and dreaming at a certain point, and they want to project and push their children to do what they fail to do in their own lives. We see it all the time. We see parents that are almost competing with their children as well. When their children are trying to build their lives, a parent comes in and they become so needy to a point where the child has to stop living for themselves and now again live for the parent. That's the highest form of betrayal that you can do as a human being, the betrayal of self, because ultimately translates to the rest of the people in your life, translates to your family, translates to your children. And what you were doing thinking you are protecting them, you end up betraying them. You end up burdening them, because now they cannot do what they want to do, because they have to keep doing what you failed to do in your own life. They have to try and live your dreams for you. And when they do that, guess what they're doing? Betraying themselves. So the cycle just keeps going and going and going. And that's something I want to just caution you on today and say, never stop dreaming. Never stop striving to achieve and to live your best life. It's critical. It's very important for your family, for the people around you, for everyone that comes across you, because the energy that you have when you are living your best life, can only be translated to other people, and it can only make them better humans. You don't want to be the weakest link. You don't want to be the person that comes to people's lives only to just suppress them. You want to come into people's lives to uplift them, because you are living your best life. So I've been determined that, you know, I'm just going to teach my children by example. I'm not going to betray myself. I'm not going to betray them, because when they grow up, I want them to thrive. I want them to live their best lives. I want them to just go for it without limitations, without thinking, you know, my mother, what if my mother, you know, needs me? I don't want to be the needy mom. I want to be the mom that is the wind beneath my children's wings. I want to be the mom that pushes them to be their best selves. I want to be the mom that's there to support them. Why? Because I did everything that I actually absolutely wanted to do. And that's exactly how I decided and chose to live my life and have been living my life. There is no one thing that I feel, you know, bound by. I'm not bound by my own country. I'm not bound, you know, by things, possessions, material possessions that I have. There is nothing that I cannot leave to go and try and live my next dream, because when one dream gets achieved, there's always a next one for me. So this year, I set out, I said, you know, it's the big 4-0. Yeah, shout out to me. I turned 40 on the 20th of August. Yeah. So I decided when the year began that this year I just want to travel the world. It is just one thing that I wanted to do. I mean, I travel quite a bit, but this year I wanted to go to so many different places. And guess what? She's doing it. She's doing it. She's doing it. Why? Because I want my children to know that having children is never a reason for you to stop living. That having children is actually the drive for you to live your best life. So I decided that this year I'm just going to be traveling, and thank goodness for me, my family is on board, and so I brought them on the journey and we have been doing things together. So just this year we have done so much as a family. I mean, we've have a daughter that lives in Oman, and she's au pairing in Oman, and we've met with her in Dubai with her brother. So we've been to Dubai this year. Yep, we've done all things in Dubai, and we then went to the US of A with the little ones. My daughter is still in Oman, so we went to the USA, and they're actually still in the USA having fun and living their best lives and just seeing things, world schooling. I mean, what better opportunities or gifts can you give your children than the gift of travel, than the gift of learning, you know, through experience? Not hearsay, not books, but being actually in the living, in the now, living. So that's what we're doing this year. We're traveling the world. I mean, we've been to New York, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Chicago, and with my friends, because most of us were turning 40, we did the girls' trip. Yes, we did. Nothing stopping you from, you know, doing things with different groups of people at a different time. So with my friends, we went to Dubai, we went to Bangkok, we went to Phuket, had girls' fun. Girls' fun, because that's also important, to be with people that nurture your soul. Those are things that we have to teach our children. And one last thing that I wanted to do for myself, to just take time out and just be with myself. You know, just appreciate life and everything that I am, that, you know, the gods have given me, everything that I am, the gift of being a black woman in this lifetime, and 40 and still alive and healthy and strong and powerful and unshaken. I just wanted to take time out and just be with myself. And here I am in the good old China. Yes, I live in China for a couple of months. I'm going to be in China by myself, and my family is still enjoying USA because it's a big country. So there's so much for them to do over there, and we communicate all the time. I miss them, but this was very important again, because we need to teach our families by example. We cannot teach just through words, but we need to be doing things to teach our families. And that for me was very important. So my 40th is just spent across the world. I have traveled the world this year, and I feel so at peace, so content. I've met so many different people. I've been through so many different cultures and just immersed myself into the universe, and just to say thank you, and to say just bring it on, whatever it is that you're bringing, bring it on.